Hey, yo, Jim Jones, listen. I don't know what your issue with me is, bro. Um, the kid the one called you a snitch, right? Facts is facts, my nigga. I protected you in the interview. I can't stop a nigga on Clubhouse for saying what he gonna say. But that shit on the internet, homie. And any real street nigga know what conspiracy look like. And you gave an order, and that order was carried out. You know what I'm saying? You got gun cases in Virginia, don't nobody know where they went. The fact that you had to have a nigga from jail call, right? And you on the street, you pussy, my nigga. Thought we was better than that. But since you want to direct it to me and not talk about what that man said and what's on the internet, right? What you talking on the wiretap lets me know that you are running from something. Because not one time, Jimmy, right, have you addressed what that man said about you. Don't try to redirect it to whack name, my nigga. Let's keep it where it's at. 6ix9ine, who admits to cooperating, said you gave an order on a wiretap to commit a violent act that was carried out. Now, any real street nigga know that's conspiracy. Every nigga from your neighborhood that was tied to this kid is incarcerated but you. I'm gonna call a spade, my nigga, since you want to make it about me. Now I gotta speak, my nigga. Yo, Jim, the world, the streets, you owe an explanation. And niggas need to see that paperwork from that gun case you caught, you know what I'm saying, that other state. Because something, it really ain't adding up, my nigga. And let's not forget, Jimmy, this table from the West Coast called you and Mel Murder and spoke about our discuss with what y'all was doing with 6ix9ine at that time. You guys went to tell us it was a money play. Y'all was accepting him. It was something y'all had control of. It was y'all business. Could we respectfully stay out of it? So Damus on the West Coast, my nigga, we tried to stop it before it broke. So you tell Mel, who calling out my name, nah, I think the bitch is a nigga like him who's supposed to be a G nigga, but got controlled by the bag. And you, Jimmy, you should have let that man do his time, because me and you on the street, we got each other's numbers. We done pulled up on each other, and we still could pull up on each other today, my nigga. You call me for all kind of shit when you get to Cali, give me your location and all that. So I'm a little confused, my nigga, on why you want to disturb a man that's doing his time and call yourself, you can't hide behind him, homie. He in prison. You was just on the phone with the homie yesterday. And because he didn't tell you what you wanted to hear, you ain't answered his calls. So Jimmy, don't redirect the motherfucking shit to whack. 6ix9ine went on Clubhouse and called you out on something. That's definitely, you type in Jim Jones wiretap, right? You are issuing an order to commit violence, my nigga. That's conspiracy. Fuck how you look at it. You need to answer for that, homie. And whatever this gun case niggas don't know you had, you need to answer for that too, my nigga. Focus on that. The slick shit ain't gonna work with me, my nigga. I done text you 3-4 times, called you 3-4 times, my nigga. But I guess you over there feeling a little nervous. You paying old Mel. I know you paying Mel. I know you giving him a bag. That's cool. I mean, you know, you a rapper, my nigga. I get it. You ain't these other niggas that I know from your neighborhood. You a rapper. But address that, homie. Keep the attention on where it should be. 6ix9ine said it, not whack, my nigga. The Jedi mind tricks ain't gonna work. Everybody say, Jimmy, we want to know why, how you ducked the conspiracy case, and where the gun case went. I'm going to leave it like that. And when I see you, I see you. And whenever you want to call me and send the pin drop like you done before, Jimmy, if it's that serious, please do, my nigga. I will oblige you.
Patient. See, it was a lot going on and a lot being said. I know we were speaking on it on the Deadbolt ATL podcast. Y'all can check that out on all major streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tap in. Don Peoples and Trav spitting that real shit. But we definitely was talking about, Jim Jones and the whole wiretap situation. He definitely called to get Tekashi 6ix9ine super violated. Now, obviously, with that being on a wiretap, that should have been like a conspiracy charge, and we was yelling that then. But then there's other things that's also getting brought to light, like the gun charges you had in Virginia, and also, what happened with the appeals and everything down in Georgia. It just seems like your cases are getting swept up under the rug, or you're not being brought in on things you should be brought in for, and you've been dodging this narrative. I know Hassan Campbell was one of the main people on the internet hollering about it, and now Tekashi 6ix9ine is finally spoke out and brought your name up on Clubhouse, and now you wanted to come back and say a couple of words to Wack, and as we can see, Wack wasn't having it. Listening to what Wack said, I mean, one thing about Wack, man, you got to kind of have your ducks in order, because there's no limit that he ain't willing to go to expose you. So he's just saying what everybody has already been saying, but now he's putting the focus on it. Like, he putting that microscope lens on it. You feel me? And now we want to know, why hasn't Jim Jones been questioned, brought in for trial, or anything dealing with the 9-Trey Tekashi 6ix9ine shotty and mail murder situation? Now you on, like I said, a wiretap clearly stating to mail murder that, he need to get super violated. And it's a lot of people asking questions, and I think now that you done poked the bear and Wack, this question is now about to get centered, and now people want to know, hey man, is Jim the hip hop police? Like, you ever wonder how a lot of these rap crews and rappers have been getting nabbed by the police or the feds, over the last 10 years strong? I mean, is it people like Jim Jones that's in the industry that are plants, that are not, going to jail, like who are above the law, so to speak, that are getting these boys tied up? Because, he's still around a lot of the youth, the gangs and stuff like that. They look at him like an OG. So definitely I'm kind of curious, like, hey, what's going on with these cases? Now, with us being down here in Atlanta, we know, the area that he got caught in, definitely don't play when it comes to pills, drugs, and stuff of that nature. Now, don't get it twisted. Jim Jones is tied in with Rock Nation and Desiree Perez and, that whole situation. So one call, that's all. That's all that man need. So, little stuff like that, I could definitely see him kind of skating past. But, this situation with Tekashi kind of got me tripping, because it's like your whole crew done goddamn near swept up in this situation, who was involved with it. And you were involved with it, but you didn't get swept up in the situation, even though they got you on the wiretap that had them start moving to say, okay, we got to get Tekashi off the street because his life really is in danger, because you calling for super violations and shit. But yet and still, your people, shoddy, mail murder, these dudes end up going to jail. They got decades behind the wall, and you didn't even get a court date. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of it does raise speculation. I'm sitting back asking these questions now, like, damn, what did Jim cut? What deal did he cut to get out of this situation to where they not even mentioning his name? I mean, that's kind of spooky, Jim. So I think a lot of questions do need to be answered. I think Tekashi has now brought some things to the forefront. You still have not addressed him. You should have been got that out of there. But yet again, if you in a situation to where you can't come at him or say stuff about him or whatever because of whatever agreement you made, then yes, it's best you do shut up. But it gotta be something, man. When there's smoke, there's fire. And I think Wack is bringing a lot of this to the forefront. So when I see it, I'm like, he does have a point. And I don't think Jim is the only one in hip hop. It's a couple of other dudes in hip hop, who have gotten, out of crazy situations, and then you wonder what they had to do it. Because you can't tell me that, being around, cases and seeing niggas go up and, stuff like that, conspiracy is what get a lot of dudes, jammed up and tied in. So when you see the person on the phone with Jim, the one Jim gave the order to super violate. So he on the phone with Jim, and Jim telling him like, yo, yeah, you need to go ahead and handle that. And the person who gave the order does not go to jail. Ooh, that's a good one, Jim. So yeah, the people definitely want to know what's going on. I know we was distracted a little bit by this Dipset Locks recent battle. But you know what I mean? Like, I think the streets do deserve an answer. I think with everybody starting to put two and two together, it's best that you do dead this shit and kind of leave it alone. You don't want to, just keep sitting back and then people start digging up things and people got questions now all of a sudden about you and your character and your reputation. I think it's something that you need to dead right now and kind of take the focus off of it. Because right now the focus is squarely on this situation. It's a sensitive situation. Your whole squad is behind the wall, but you out here on the street still making music, still living your best life, etc. And I think it's a situation to where you do need to address it. Like, sometimes I'm the one that I'll say, hey man, we might want to sit back. You don't want to, put your foot in your mouth, so to speak. But, this is a situation to where you got Tekashi now, he's coming out. You got YouTubers who have been on your back now for months about this situation. And now you got Wack, who kind of just laid it down, like, really trying to body your character for real. When it comes to, what you're involved in streetwise, who have you signed the deal with, so to speak. And like I said, with you being with Rock Nation, you gonna have that Fed pass, I like to call it. Desiree Perez being an former informant, I think she still is. But, I think she still has a lot of pull. So if there was somebody on your back, right? Like if people were about to go to jail and they were about to nab you and they had a deal on the table, shit, she would have been the one to bring it to you. You know what I mean? And told you what you needed to do to get out the situation. I think that's probably what happened. Because you really haven't heard a peep about Jim's cases, really, since he got with Rock Nation. His involvement in the street affairs and stuff like that. I think right now Jim needs to address this situation. Kind of heads on what his involvement was with 6ix9ine. Like, what was his involvement? Did you have some real money involvement with this guy? Did you green light and sanction? Because, let Wack tell it, they called over to you guys and you guys said you had it under control. It wasn't nothing but a money play. You know what I mean? But y'all had this under control. I think I agree with Wack about the situation all the way around. Y'all extorted a kid. And you were a part of a situation where you knew you was dead wrong about. And if anybody should have known how to treat an industry artist, how to keep them happy, so they don't feel extorted, like, you were supposed to be like the guiding wisdom to this shit, Jimmy. everybody was looking at you. You the man. You know, you've been around since Dipset. So, you know, everybody looking at you like, yo, like, okay, how should we run the play? And I'm really curious how you was letting these dudes, you know, how are you letting them know how to run this play? Like, okay, this is how y'all need to really handle dude. Or did you just let them jump off a bridge? And obviously you was included in the bridge jump off because anybody else who would have been affiliated with that on them wiretaps would have been in jail with mail murder. You know what I mean? So it's a miracle that you didn't get jammed up. And that's where people are looking like, nah, the feds don't give miracles, but they definitely give plea deals. You dig? So without you even going to court, taking the stands, because you a famous rapper, you know, what did you do or what did you give up for you not to, you know, be included in this situation whatsoever when they got you on the wiretap? So I just feel like you fool for, you know, being a part of this situation in a sense to where you could have helped the situation, changed it, you know, explain to them how they really should have been moving and grooving with homie. And really doing things the right way because you know how the game goes and how it should have been ran. So for you to let it get like this and for your whole squad to go to jail, you ain't been tapped yet. You know, it gotta be something. You got other cases that magically disappeared in Virginia and Atlanta. Now I understand COVID might have shut down some courts and pushed a lot of things back, but it just seems like your situation, I don't know, man. This smells real spooky. But like I said, man, it's not just Jim, man. I think it's a few other guys in the industry that are the real hip hop police. And situations like this is always going to expose it when you know you should have went to jail or been tapped and you still running the street. You definitely got to watch them dudes. Man, but I want y'all to get in the comment box. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Jim Jones is the real hip hop police? How did he escape those wiretaps? You think Whack 100 has a point about the whole situation? Y'all get in the comment box. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification. So every time I drop a video, man, y'all can tap in. Y'all know what it is, man. We building this channel up, man. Thanks y'all for rocking with me. It's your boy Don Peoples. Deadbolt. Gone.